I wrote a book. I've actually written 2 books, but the first book kind of got into a perfectionist trap, gravity well of trying to get it perfect, and I'll get back to it someday. But the second book I wrote really quick, and I'm trying to get it out, and I wanted to do a quick video that just sort of explained what all this is, how it works, and this is my attempt at that. This is like take 4 or 5. I finally decided I should probably script it, so we're going with that. Pardon my reading for the sake of explaining this. Felt like the right way to do it. All right, here we go. So, now we're scripted. That was not. I was walking, my memory's not that good. I'm Nick, by the way. This is sort of an example play kind of walkthrough of how this all works. For my book, I got reincarnated as the main character of my own life, and now I have to actually succeed. ? Exclamation point. Subtitle, a vaguely isekai-themed solo RPG about growth. That's a mouthful. No SEO genius in their right mind would have suggested that title. I just think it's kind of funny, and it leans into the casual nature of this. Here's the concept. You pick a real goal you want to achieve, a real world goal, and then you role play as sort of a confident, fictionalized version of yourself in some randomized or picked by you, whatever, a fantasy setting. There is a table. I love tables. Working towards that goal, your brain then, treats kind of this vivid role play as real practice. Your brain's kind of too stupid to know the difference. Don't worry, my brain's just as stupid. You'll roll dice for skill checks, succeed and things will go well, fail and you'll get stronger because you'll think about how you learned from the failure. And you also probably realize that, hey, the failure wasn't that bad. It's kind of like exposure therapy designed as a game, and let me show you how it works. My real quest today: record this video to promote my hastily written book without looking like a complete amateur. So let's roll for setting. I rolled a 13. Actually, I rolled a 19, but I scripted this. I rolled a 13. That's superhero universe. Perfect. So I'm not just Nick making a video in his home office. This isn't my home office. This is way too fancy. I like it though. I dig the vibes. Feels like a bowling alley. Anyway, I'm not Nick. I'm Captain Confidence, a newly awakened superhero whose power is inspiring people to take action on their goals. I know it's corny. I had to write something. My secret identity is the mild-mannered Coach Nick, but today I need to use my powers to spread the word about this book that could actually help people. So, let's set the scene. And again, this is journaling. I'd be writing this down, but my handwriting sucks, and you don't want to watch me write. I'm standing in my secret headquarters, which looks suspiciously like my home office, preparing to broadcast a message to the world. The fate of countless comfort zones hangs in the balance. People everywhere are stuck. Sound familiar? Paralyzed with fear. Also hidden close to home, waiting for someone to show up and show them that personal growth can actually be fun. The skill check. So we've got stats in the game. You do a kind of a quick sort of self-reflective exercise or survey. There's also a form linked in the book that you can do kind of an online quiz because everybody loves online quizzes. But this here is definitely an action stat. An action check. Taking initiative and moving forward without perfect information. I have a 12 in action. So we roll a d20. You'll need a d20 for this. And I rolled a 17. I actually rolled a 17. That's above a 12, which is a failure. So you want to roll under, equal to or under is a success, over is a failure. But in this game, failure makes you stronger. So my action stat immediately goes from 12 to 13. And then we sit down and we kind of come up with the story of what happened. So here's what I wrote down earlier. Captain Confidence stared at the camera for the 7th time, his opening line perfectly rehearsed. People of Earth, I bring you tidings of... No, too dramatic. Fellow humans seeking growth. Too formal. Hey everyone. Too casual. For a superhero whose power is supposed to be inspiring action, I was doing an impressive job of inspiring absolutely nothing. But then I realized something. Professor Perfectionism's greatest trick is convincing heroes that they need to be perfect before they can help anyone. The truth, people don't need perfect videos. They need real humans, showing them that it's okay to try, fail, learn, and try again. So I hit recorded and decided to just be human, superpowers and all. Since I completed a major action, time for a random event. 2d20, boom, boom. 11 and 18, 19 total. Good thing I did the math ahead of time. You would not want to sit here and watch me do math in my head. I think it's painful for all parties involved, but we'll check the table, which I've already done. You are put in charge of something important despite feeling unprepared. Okay, so remember, superhero setting. Just as I finished recording, my superhero communicator started buzzing. The League of Personal Development was calling, and apparently my video had accidentally been broadcast to their emergency network. Yikes. But now they want me to lead next month's International Comfort Zone Expansion Day. Me, leading other superheroes? I've been doing this for exactly one video, and they want me to coordinate a global initiative. The imposter syndrome is real, but you know what? Maybe that's exactly why I'm the right person for the job. Who better to lead people out of their comfort zone than someone still figuring out his own? That's it. Like, that's kind of the magic of this right there. By playing this out as Captain Confidence instead of anxiety-riddled Nick, I get to practice being a person who just does the thing, who records the video, shares the book, and says yes to opportunities, even when they feel too big. The beautiful irony is I use my own book's method to overcome my resistance, promoting my own book. So, for me at least, this works. So this book, it's not about becoming perfect. It's about practicing and being brave enough to try. Whether you want to start a business, ask somebody out, learn public speaking, or just finally organize that thing you've been putting off. Maybe get that D&D game, get the gang back together, even though you know that's a nightmare. This game gives you a safe space to kind of rehearse that stuff and rehearse what being the person who can pull that off, feels like. So on Amazon, you can search I Got Reincarnated main character life. That should get you there. It's on Amazon. It's $2.99, 70% of proceeds, which is really all the proceeds. The other 30% is Papa Jeff's cut. Go to the Mid-Ohio Food Collective, because apparently Captain Confidence cares about fighting hunger too. That's corny. Now, well. I wrote it, I have to say it. It's right there in front of me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to figure out how to plan an international superhero event. Anyway, check it out if you like. If you're like me, you've got those Amazon digital reward credits with nothing to do with. Here's a way to, at a maybe not great exchange rate, turn that into some money for a good cause.